one set. Put a kick on the end of it. Just see how quick they get off their line now to start this defensive set now for the Melbourne Storm. Field position has become quite comfortably early in the game.
Well, there's plenty of criticism during the week as the Titans come left-hand side, Rog.
And some space. Brian Kelly is back in the NRL and running across the halfway line. Links up with Brimson. Brimson for the corner. Back on the inside. Khan Pereira. He scores. The Titans running and gunning on the Gold Coast. What a try.
Trumps down this left-hand side. Beautiful little play there from Fifita before they come down that left-hand side through Kelly. Able to get the ball back inside to AJ Brimson. Does terrifically well to find his teammate, Pereira. What a try-scoring machine he is, particularly through the junior grades, and he's starting this way in his top grade. And what was all a high-tempo start blocker for the Melbourne Storm, and the Titans have hit back.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep up with, isn't he? AJ Brimson exploded onto the ball. I'll tell you what I did like about that. Didn't try to run too far. Got the ball back on the inside. Now, we're seeing their outside backs, how quick they are. Pereira it is that gets the try. But Brimson doesn't try and do too much. Breaks out of the tackle. Positions his man back on the inside perfectly. And the Titans.
Some really good coaching, particularly with Dave Fifita, who we know is so dynamic with his ball running.
Last year, that man, Lofi Khan Pereira. Behind the uprights, no mistake from Tanner Boyd.
But the combination that he may be able to spark up with Foran is certainly going to help the Titans.
Here is Boyd taken down by Jerome Hughes. You got a shove from Tino Fa'asuamaleaui as well. Kicks for line off the back of penalties for Tanner Boyd. Here he is though, with the ball on the tee, adds 2 more points. They lead the
Off! Hold! Break!
Hughes
Don't do that, Jerome!
with the feed. Tummied feed. And now Olam standing in a tackle, gives it away to Pezzett, who finds some space. He'll run away and score on debut. What a moment for the 20-year-old.
Olam just picks out Tanner Boyd, asks him to defend him, wasn't able to do so, comes up with a beautiful little offload, and then just stands up shop, no ends, and just pins it to the corner for his first try blocker. Out a defender, needed a little help from Stinson, who was unable to do so.
Now Meaney from out wide. He'll raise the flags. Terrific kick from the sideline. Gainly effort there from Eli Katoa. Might have opened up Tino Fa'asuamaleaui. Some running repairs from the Gold Coast trainer. Campbell now. Wide ball from dummy half. Stay on the attack. Off the back of the drinks break. Everybody had a slushy down at the service station. Foran goes wide again. Khan Pereira stops and starts. Oh, he's lightning. The feats, the dancing of a Lofiana Khan Pereira.
Katoa put on report. They come out to this left-hand side. Foran just a nice over-the-top pass. Warbrick had him done.
Chocolates to boiled lollies for Kieran Foran after the long ball set up Khan Pereira for the try. And he dropped his lollies off the restart. Harry Grant goes out to Pezzett. Puts it on to Trent Liero, who will play it here about 5 out from the Gold Coast line. They take him to the turf eventually. Grant waits dummy half and a crack himself and gets a set restart. Always like to back himself. Does Harry Grant. Comes back to Pezzett. And Alec McDonald on the field, poking his nose through the line. Stopped by Fodawaker and also Fifita. Grant on the wraparound with King. Pezzett out the back. Meaney showing it, spinning, and he got there as well. Nick Meaney plants it down. Melbourne do hit back.
Nice little runaway and play before Pezzett finds Meaney isolated one-on-one.
Between the Dolphins and the Titans, or rather the Newcastle Knights. For Newcastle, Meaney to convert his own try. He puts 2 more on the board. We're locked up here on the Gold Coast. Made contact with the ball himself. The timing from Hughes on the tackle. That was superb. And go through the middle. Work it away for Tarek Sims. What a couple of extra weeks to make his first appearance for the Melbourne Storm, having left the Dragons at the end of 2022. Here's chance for Katoa coming over the top there. Contact from Aaron Clark deemed okay by the referee. Now they keep charging. Working it hard, Tarek Sims with his second touch for the Melbourne Storm. He scores to put them in front.
Football at his first in the Melbourne Storm colours. You see here Grant out of dummy half. Pezzett, who's had a wonderful start to his NRL career.
Match in the State of Origin last year. He gets his opportunity with Munster out and he's making the most of it.
In the under-19s for New South Wales, he was a real star in 2022.
Take control of the game. Get himself involved.
You see Harry Grant every time he goes in a dummy half, just looking and identifying some fatiguing middle forwards and where to probe and what to do.
Just a mix-up there for Harry Grant. Play on as Pezzett finds Hughes. Eli Katoa, Meany back on the inside. He tackled himself. He stumbled at the final hurdle. Nobody in front of him. Hughes wrapping to the short side. Here's Grant. He goes back to Meany. He gets a chance to do it over. And this time, he gets there. Try again for Nick Meany.
Over absolutely nothing. Katoa beautiful down that right-hand side. And Hughes once again. Hughes, Grant.
To the good for Melbourne Storm. 12 points to 6. And Khan Pereira scored back in the 23rd minute, but then Brimson, who had his own issues a moment ago. Melbourne makes the mistake, gives the Titans a chance here just before the break.
They can't afford to lose AJ Brimson. He's that spark at the back that they need. You know, they've got young Campbell. There's another error. Or knock back, 6 again. But AJ Brimson, ankle injury by the look of it. He's in all sorts to get himself through to half-time.
The Gold Coast have it just outside Melbourne's 10. And Boyd goes to Brimson. Kelly stopping on his run. He hasn't hurt himself, has he? Just surrendered in the tackle for fear of giving away an obstruction penalty with Joe Vuna in front of him. Suamala Awi takes it towards the uprights. Tackles up their sleeve here off the restart. Now Brimson, rubbering Kelly, waits for the bounce and times it beautifully. He plants it down.
Little nod over the Kelly, grubbers it through. He's got enough pace to get there early. Slams the footy down. What a time to score too for the Titans, giving themselves some hope. 10 seconds to go before half-time. What a time to score. That's great play there. Just threads the needle there. Brimson. No fullback at home. And Kelly scores for the Titans. They've carved them up here in the first half.
Tanner Boyd, it's a terrific kick. He's striking them nicely today. Important stop there for Melbourne.
Yeah, really nice set. Orchestrated too by Tanner Boyd. Obviously, as you mentioned, was no Kieran Foran on the field. Just leaves one director to do all the work. And Warbrick comes up with a nice little catch as they come up the night. Vuna.
He comes up with possession off the loose ball there from Melbourne.
Yeah, just some compounding errors from the Melbourne Storm. First, the penalty off the kickoff. This one here. Katoa just trying to force a pass coming out of his own end. Wrong play.
A while for the bunker to confirm that try. Some extra looks there. They'll give it the green light. And now Tanner Boyd off and upright and fizzing its way through. Very carefully. Corey.
I'll leave it to you, boys.
Sternoclavicular.
Yeah, please explain. What is that?
The SC joint. The bit where your collarbone joins up with your sternum, basically.
Why did you just say that?
I should have said that. Here's Harry Grant. His SC joint, his AC joint, they're all okay. Plays it here, 35 out from the Titans line. Tarek Sims, try scorer on debut for the Melbourne Storm just before half-time as they edged out to that 12-point lead. Now it's back at 24 apiece. Tries either side of half-time for the Gold Coast. Melbourne have a chance here. Pezzett at the line. Hughes puts it down. Cleaned up here by Aaron Shop. He doesn't need any help. There's nobody near him for the Melbourne Storm. Coates coming late, but Shop will run away. Another Melbourne error leads to Gold Coast points. That theme has continued.
Found a little bit of space. What they thought was just a pure drop from Jerome Hughes was so good at the back end of that first half, and Shop just swooping on the ball. And too fast for Xavier Coates.
Well, they were all up in the line attacking, weren't they? The Melbourne Storm. 2 errors to start the second half. 2 tries. Aaron Shop can't believe the bounce. Look at this. Bounce straight up into his hands. No cover, no defence there. And off he goes. Had enough pace to get there comfortably. Supported there by Campbell. But early errors there from the Storm to start this second half. A couple of tries have come. And now they find themselves in front.
Couple of nervous looks over the shoulder from Aaron Short on the right edge. Showed some toe there as well. Boyd. Another nice strike from beside the uprights, hitting them well here this afternoon. Well, this is a mate. Coates up against Sami. Coates loses it backwards. Play on. Fires it out the back. That could have been a problem had it gone to Brimson, who wasn't too far away from it for the Gold Coast.
Yeah, once again, I mean, Coates come up with the plays, flicked it back inside. You mentioned about some of the changes for the Titans. Whilst all that was going on, Brian Kelly has come off. Jaden Campbell has moved out to that left-hand side centre position. So Holbrook obviously thinks that he can do a job and create something out there, but Melbourne Storm have missed that. They got big Remus Smith out on that right-hand side, trying to isolate Jaden Campbell. Stems all off the back of Kieran Foran not being there.
Foran back on deck. Isaac Liu is also back out there now. Boyd taking the ground for not the first time off the back of a kick, and it will be another penalty from beside the uprights. Boyd, another nice strike. He makes it an 8-point game here. We've had 3 quarters gone underneath the uprights. Grant tries to grub it, played it. It'll be 6 more plays here as Pezzett comes up with it. Set restart for Melbourne. A number of sets in a row here, penalties. And a set restart on the Grant attempt at a grubber. He's there at dummy half, jumps out from that position, goes to Hughes! He ducks underneath the Gold Coast defence. He plants it down. Melbourne
Pops out of dummy half, not much doing. And just a nice little run there from Jerome.
What's happening there? Maybe 5 metres only on that carry. Hughes down the short side again. Another midfield bomb. Brimson coming forward. Usually on a bouncing ball. Comes back to Fasua Mala'awi. Little step off the left foot there. Had Harry Grant under pressure. In fact, it was King making the tackle downstairs with Sims. Isaac Liu charges at them. Looking for the quick play the ball here to have Melbourne scrambling on their own line. Wide pass for Boyd, goes out the back, Foran under pressure there. Remus Smith coming up quickly, was able to hit him and stay with him and wrap him up one-on-one importantly. 2 plays remaining. Mala'awi coming back to the short side for Fita up against Hughes for a moment there. Still pumping the legs. Katoa stops him, but only just. Got 1 more play. Comes back to Foran. Kick it, chip it in fact, for AJ Brimson, makes the catch, pumps it off, it comes out here, Shop will put it down. A catch by Brimson. He passed from the ground but wasn't tackled.
Before Foran puts a nice little kick. AJ Brimson able to come up with the ball, goes down, play on.
Yeah. From the Melbourne Storm, uncharacteristic too, isn't it? And a ball to throw this one over.
Melbourne contemplating a 1-2 record. Boyd adds the extra 2. He takes it inside the 10, and the Storm have 1 last play. Grant, short side, kicks. It needs to be good. Coates got there. It looked like he got it down, and he did.
Not much doing. Enderset finds a way to get the ball through. And Xavier Coates.
Boots. Crowd not happy with what they've seen on the big screen, but there was nothing wrong with what we saw there. The kick from out wide from Nick Meaney is good. This will be the last play here. Melbourne need to score right here. Grant puts it down. It ends in a similar fashion as it went for the entire second half of Melbourne.